into 30 overs or further down, this ball will reverse a little bit, and they can come back in the game and they can pick up wickets.
Harris Ralph can certainly get the ball to reverse a bit of the death. He'll be looking forward to that happening. Have to slow things down in the meantime, though. 140 for one. It's such a platform just into 21st over, that's all. Slightly short. Couldn't get right underneath it, but has he found the boundary? He has. That's nicely played by McDermott. He made that into a bad ball, actually, in the end.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the delivery. Maybe a touch short if you have to be ultra critical. But, rocked back and stayed nice and low, and massive gap there between mid-on and mid-wicket. Aced it beautifully. Much slower on that occasion. That last delivery, 85.8 kilometers an hour.
Can't keep him quiet. Crystal sharp. That's gone for 7 his first over, 145 for 1.
Facebook, like the page and answer the question, get a chance to win exciting prizes. There you go. All right, Casper.
G'day, Keezy. How are you?
Well, I've been seeing with you for the last 4 hours.
Well, I've been dying to get on. It's exciting stuff out there.
What do you do? I mean, you've been in these positions at times in white ball cricket, on a pitch that's just good for batting, on a flat surface. What can you do?
Well, for a bowler, obviously got to find ways of collecting dot balls to build some pressure. The best way to do that is by getting a wicket, of course. This was that last delivery down the leg side. We saw the odd bounces. Oh, he's done something to himself there, Mohammad Rizwan. Not so much the hand, it looks like it, maybe the knee.
Yeah, he's still down. He's in a bit of pain, actually. Sometimes you get one of those knocks and you just sort of shake it off and you stamp your foot a bit and it sort of gets better. This doesn't look the case at the moment. Well, this has been the problem for all the bowlers in particular. This is Hassan Ali's first spell, and what happened pretty much is Travis had all those balls on a length. To some degree, he put him under pressure and he scored. He was striking at 160 At that sort of length, Rizwan is okay. Hobbling a little bit. Just finds so much width from nothing.
Yeah, the cut shot is his specialty. Any width. It's much the wider ones, but he manages to just create the width there. He doesn't miss too many and given that opportunity. And even Ben McDermott coming to the crease, obviously with a fourth pinch, needing to start a partnership here. They've done that. 39 runs so far in that partnership. Yeah, he's a really interesting player, an exciting player, Ben McDermott. Originally from Queensland. Now, Craig McDermott, former Australian fast bowler, was actually it's his father. I played cricket with Craig McDermott back in the day. But he saw the opportunity. He moved down to Tasmania, plays for the Hurricanes, and really been dominating domestic cricket in Australia. Certainly opening the innings early on, hits the ball so hard.
Half an appeal, but he's going to be too far down, so it's not.
No.
Brilliant.
Oscar कहाँ गुम हो? चलो जाओ. Good boy जाओ. Oscar अब जाओ. अब चलो Oscar.
Well, the 50 partnership came up in the last over. It was Head and McDermott, and really important after that great start. Aaron Finch, of course, with Travis Head, but Finch being lost, it's one of those things where you need to look at consolidating, but you don't have much time to do so. Straight back into it. Just runs it down to third man. 99. I don't know, Rob, do you get nervous on 99 or?
Yeah, but I didn't do it often at this level, certainly not in white ball cricket either. I reckon whatever standard you're playing, you could be playing anywhere, you could be playing club fit 11, you're nervous on 99. But it's a good player, McDermott. What about you? Do you ever get there?
Oh, down to 12s, actually. Nice. Got to 100 twice in under 12s. I don't think my batting was recognised after that. Shame, really. Not so much to offer.
Underused. Well, we all remember you in England for just getting out in that famous test match. Strong shot. Should be a couple. It's a big playing surface here. He does well. Who is that? Huffard, the man?
He's got great technique. McDermott. And we saw that through the test series, just that straight bat coming down on this pitch here. Works so well. Really good, and great bit of fielding on the fence to boot. Yeah, that length. It looks like the right one, doesn't it? Because the batsman's playing just to the crease. The Australian bench. See there, Ben Borges on the left. And two left-arm bowlers, actually. Beredoff there. Just taking it all in.
Is that length that Michael Kasparich is talking about? 163 for one.
Simply Susie, add new flavors to life.
ऐसा नहीं छोड़िए, भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
नदियाँ पार पार करके ऊपर चार चार करके चली कहीं रुका नहीं।
The intelligent 7-seater Glory 580 Pro, as big as your happiness.
नया डबल कलर्ड कैप वाला किंग टॉक्स, जिसका ताकतवर रैपिड एक्शन फॉर्मूला मच्छर, कॉकरोच और छिपकली को छोड़ता नहीं, मारता है चुन चुन के।
Just a punch down the ground, a little fist in the air as well. That has been a scintillating 100 by Travis Head, the fastest century by an Australian batter against Pakistan.
Fantastic work. Travis Head given the opportunity of opening innings today, and such a performance. 100 off just 70 balls. Right at the start, he's come out. And any wit's been on offer. He's certainly seen the end of that. 3 sixes, 12 fours in those 70 balls. They've just seen the opportunity and he's taken it.
That becomes a problem. If you can play that shot, now you've got issues as a captain. For someone who can play that well, what do you do with deep cover? How do you block that shot?
Yeah, some thoughts now for Barber. Bit of a concern. When you do see that reverse sweep come out, it's executed so well. Hit down, so he's never a chance at top edge. You get to the man just backward point.
They haven't changed the field at all, really, for that. So that shot is still on. Not an issue for the left hand. That's more about that slog sweep. He's sort of skimming these slog sweeps between deep mid-wicket and long on.
Well, interesting to see how he plays from here. Plenty of time. 25th over right now. We're halfway. This could be interesting. That's the 8th fastest 100 by an Australian in one-day cricket history. So we've been treated to that from Travis Head today. So right now, this partnership, 61. But have a look at this. Fast 100s for Australia. There it is. Travis Head. Not bad. 51 from Glenn Maxwell, though. He unfortunately can't be here.
Straight down his throat, just a chip. So he gets 100. And then one of the shots, finally, he doesn't hit the middle of the bat. He doesn't go through with it, it's the problem. And that is a big, big wicket.
They're well bowled. Not afraid to throw it up, even to a batsman on 100 runs. Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, Travis Head. Thrown up, he's come down and just didn't throw everything at it. And a comfortable catch there. Oh yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, played beautifully. 101 and just 72 balls, 171 for two.
बोनस तो मिल गया, टायर सर्विस टायर लगवाओ। ये चलते हैं आम टायर के मुकाबले में 40% तक ज्यादा। वेब सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र जैसी।
The intelligent 7-seater Glory 580 Pro, as big as your adventure.
इंश्योर एक मुकम्मल और मुतवाजन सजा है। आप भी डॉक्टर के मशवरे से रोजाना इंश्योर पिए, भरपूर जिंदगी जिए। यहाँ साथ हरदम उठी जज्बे की आगे ऑस्ट्रेलिया आया पाकिस्तान, सजा क्रिकेट का मैदान, जहाँ ख्वाब वहाँ HBL।
ऑस्कर कहाँ गुम हो? चलो जाओ, गुड बॉय जाओ। ऑस्कर अब जाओ, अब चलो ऑस्कर। अजीब डॉग है। Red Bull gives you wings.
इस ताउन को जारी रखिए, अपनी ज़कात व अतियात से SIUT की मदद कीजिए।
जब मैं नहीं होऊंगा तो ये आया करेंगे,
क्योंकि SIUT अपना है।
Difficult, but time waits for no one. A bright future demands hard work and
ड्राई वेजिटेबल ट्रे आपका सब खाना भी संभाल लेता है। जनूर, खुश रहो।
Bowling at him, Harris Ralph. Nice one to start and get off the mark.
Yeah, Travis Head came down. We saw that a few times, him coming down and really following through. He probably hit that too well, in that he didn't try to clear the fence, just correcting himself there. Yeah, the two right-handers now at the crease. See, that's the changes. I suppose makes life a little bit easier, perhaps, for the bowlers, not just the spinners, but certainly for the quicker men.
Yeah, and the way in particular that Travis Head was playing, he was almost like block, and then a massive shot or a proper shot. And he played so well. So now all of a sudden you've got a chance. McDermott's going nicely, 34 from 43. Babashayan, you'll have a little bit of time. You think he's going to try and run you ragged as well in the field. But that length that you keep talking about, that's the way to go.
What I also like too with Harris Ralph is he's angling the ball coming back into off stump. So sort of pointing the ball away or even room for the batsman, but he's just having to get that length there with the ball coming into that off stump. Just has to add the length, especially. It's just as McDermott playing from the crease.
Yeah, and you can see that just with in power play too, the run rate drops. So this is the time now, because it's such a good pitch. Generally, if you get on slow wickets where the batsman can't hit through the line, extra cover can come close, so can mid-wicket. You really feel you could narrow down some angles and you can stop batsmen from rotating the strike. But this pitch you can hit through the line and hit good shots all the way through. So extra cover becomes a tough position.
The angles are so important in the field. Just those tight angles, like you mentioned, Geezy. That cover fielder, certainly mid-wicket, but mainly that cover, even that point, just backward point there, just in relationship to the other men, certainly in the deep.
You're after a little bit too short, so he's going to have to bowl that again. But I don't mind that. I don't think it's a bad thing. When you get on flat pitches where there's nothing really for the bowler, then the odd short ball just keeps the batsman honest, even if it doesn't work.
Yeah, well and truly high, that one. Maybe a little surprising how much it went through there. But yeah, for sure, I think it just gets the batsman out of the routine of just stepping forward, pressing forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So then, even if it's a wide, even if it was not a great bouncer, at least you know you've got it up your sleeve. You're going to have to go again, though, now. That's not a great ball.
Yeah, not ideal of follow-up. But he has been getting the ball to come back in to the batsman. Watch it closely as see if he does it with his fingers, he rolls it, or whether just the ball's aging a little bit, just naturally getting it just to slide in.
Yeah, he's a tape ball specialist, isn't he, Harris Ralph? Better finished. 175 for 2.
वजन पता है आप भी डॉक्टर के मशवरे से रोजाना इंश्योर पिए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए Diamond Paint, Pakistan's #1 paint. Face Fresh Beauty Cream.
जो फेस फ्रेश वही ब्यूटीफुल.
ये इस्लामिक बैंकिंग का नया अंदाज है. बैंक अल-फलाह इस्लाम द वे फॉरवर्ड. सुपर सुपर एतमाद.
He tried to absolutely munch that. Wade, it's just a little box of tricks that he's shown us so far. It's not been easy. It's not been easy for any bowler so far on this surface. Outdoor cricket is not easy for any bowler anywhere in the world, actually. Right, here we go. The Dolan's reliable, creative poster of the day. Never blows you out.
I think spelling and grammar is maybe the way it works, is it?
And it's not like a rouge and always 3 minutes late.
I love the sponsorship. You know, I suppose the cricket community coming together here. Australia haven't been out here for many years. It's great to be out here, supported by many.
Yeah, this is good. One out the back of the hand. 178 for 2.
New area touch down. सब दाग मिटाए और कपड़ों में 24 घंटों तक खुशबू महकाए.
एक तुलसी महकता क्रीम, एक तुलसी महकता क्रीम.
ये दिलकश रंग चलेंगे सब मंजिल हमसे सजेंगे हम वादा. Diamond Paint, Pakistan's #1 paint. I'm the trendsetter, man, riddle and one I just grow better every day, no matter the weather. अगर हमें करेंगे भी तो कैसे करेंगे अलग. Yes, your time's up. Yes, these rhymes will keep coming. But if you want more, let me hear you.
ठंडी या गर्म चीज लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है. इसका आसान और फौरी हल है सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन. ये सिर्फ 7 सेकंड में तकलीफ से आराम देता है. इट्स ब्रिलियंट.
Face fresh beautiful. जो face fresh वही beautiful.
Labuschagne has come to the crease. But McDermott's on strike.
Right then, Casper. He's got a bit of pace. What do you make of him?
I really like it. Every single time you see fast bowlers coming in. Just even with the hands both together there, holding the ball together. You mentioned he comes from tape ball. Should explain to the audience that tape ball is a real thing here, isn't it? It's like a tennis ball with tape. So the thing swings around like a beauty. One half of the ball has got this tight tape, plastic, electrical tape, tightly wound on it. And that's where he came from. So I do like his action. It's that side-on action. And you do find, certainly with the older ball, you'll end up being able to reverse swing the ball, certainly back into the batsman. I really like it. His approach is good. He locks up well. Certainly comes over the top at pace.
Oh, what's happened there? Is he just caught him? Looks like he's just hit him hard, and that square is like concrete.
Yeah, well, it's just drop and run with a throw in, and it wasn't the ball. It was certainly through the slide. Direct hit could have been a very different story. And they knew it.
Where was he looking on that run? He was in trouble. Had he hit, he was a long way short of his ground. Those moments on these pitches, you got to take. Good slow ball.
I like the variation too. You're asking me about the action, and it looks quite complete. And have a look at this. He comes in nice and balanced. It's almost a little bit of a shuffle at times, but he just gets there. But just that point there, right up over the top front leg.
And they say when you speak to Broad and Anderson, they talk about when you run in, you almost run in as if you haven't got the ball. Often appeal down the leg side. So you pump your arms the same way you would as if you're running normally. And that's the best way to go. But this is probably why he does that, because of how he's learned and the environment he's grown up in.
The tape ball. So half the ball is with the plastic electrical tape, really tight, and honey half it, so the ball swings around. I know there's a good fun, but certainly it's good breeding ground, actually. Like this, it's not happy, that batsman, though.
He's just lost his radar a little bit here. While Rizwan is doing a great job behind the stumps. But boy, is he having a dive. He got peppered in the Test series with low balls going into his hands. It hurt his hands. You could see him sort of shaking all the time as the ball went into his gloves. Say actually as well, that tape ball cricket should be something that you could there must be a way you can bring that around the world. Get kids playing the game. Sometimes kids nowadays haven't got the time, or they don't feel they have the patience for 20 over, 30 over cricket. But tape ball cricket, that type of setup they've got there. Good from him, man.
We'll have a look at his action. Split screen there. He's not going to bowl a no ball, that's for sure. He's come from a successful PSL 4 over spells, obviously, there. Well, sorry, total. If we look at the angles there from the one on the right-hand side, he's delivering the ball like right in front of that front leg. It's got a good lock-up.
You know, it's like that brace front leg as well. Most of the faster bowlers always have that. So catapulted over 185 for 2.
नया डबल कलर्ड कैप वाला किंग टॉक्स, जिसका ताकतवर रैपिड एक्शन फॉर्मूला मच्छर, कॉकरोच और छिपकली को छोड़ता नहीं, मारता है चुन चुन के। इंश्योर एक मुकम्मल और मुतवाजन गज़ा है। आप भी डॉक्टर के मशवरे से रोजाना इंश्योर पिए, भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
किस को जारी रखिए। अपनी ज़कात व अतियात से SIUT की मदद कीजिए।
जब मैं नहीं होऊंगा तो ये आया करेंगे,
क्योंकि SIUT अपना है।
ये इस्लामिक बैंकिंग का नया अंदाज है। बैंक अल-फलाह इस्लाम, द वे फॉरवर्ड।
Fresh cleanser cream to face fresh and look beautiful.
Excellent platform here for Australia. And the projected score, if they keep going at this run rate, 330. They'll probably look to get a few more considering they're only 2 down at the moment.
I think if they don't get to 350, they'll be very disappointed with the way that Head has placed this Australia innings.
It's been a period of good bowling, especially from Haris Rauf, and obviously the wicket for Head has just slowed up the run rate a little bit. Last 22 deliveries yielding only 17 runs. But you're right, Baz, they have the potential, they have the firepower in the middle, Stoin is green. You can all hit the long ball. It's another good over here. This ball for 2. We'll have to settle for just a single.
Their power there with Soiner's green and carry. But you're looking at Pakistan, they won the toss and they think that the pitch will be better to bat on come the second innings. So for that, I think Australia need to go hard and make sure that they get maybe 20 or 10 more runs than they actually set out to. 190 for 2.
ताकि बेबी की स्किन रहे कंफर्टेबल। न्यू पैम्पर्स, नंबर 1 चॉइस ऑफ मॉम्स फॉर हेल्दी स्किन।
और इस मोहब्बत को हमेशा अपने अंदर कायम रखना, इसी का नाम तो सूफी है। सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद का। कैनवस रेफ्रिजरेटर बिजली की 60% बचत भी करता है। लो वोल्टेज पे स्टार्ट भी हो जाता है। यूवी लाइट, ड्राई वेजिटेबल ट्रे, आपका सब खाना भी संभाल लेता है। कैनवस
Taken a wicket, 25 on his 5. He bowled with some good pace. Right, Baz, tell me if you could have it all.
What do you mean?
Luxury, comfort, adventure. And that's what the player of the series is going to get by Inverex Solar Energy. Have a look at that beauty.
I wonder if they'll let us take it for a spin after the game. Just test it out. Maybe not with my golf skills.
Try to bang that down the ground. Doesn't get much on it. Chase is on. That's a really good effort by Hassan Ali. They'll pick up 3.
I wanted this a bit square, went straight down the ground. It's a bit more pace from Haris Rauf that meant that the
Here. Another good delivery to follow up. He scored really well and with quick pace, 151, the quickest of the day from Haris Rauf. And he hasn't really